What's up, y'all? My name is Xavier Joseph. Welcome back to another video. I am so excited about this one today because we're going to be talking about a topic that I answer all the time as a trainer. And if you're a trainer watching this, you probably get this question all the time too. And I'm excited to talk about it this week, Thanksgiving week, because this is the week that everyone eats and eats and eats and pretends that it's the only day they overeat all year long. So that means next week and going into Christmas and the New Year's, we're going to start getting the New Year's resolutioners coming. And we're going to start getting people who are starting to get interested in their health and making changes in their health. So they're going to start asking us, probably starting next week, hey, I have fat along my gut. I have love handles. I have back fat. What exercises can I do to lose that? So what they're really asking is, can I spot reduce fat? Can I do exercises to lose weight in a specific part of the body? So we're going to talk about that, talk about if that's true or not, talk about if there's any grain of truth to it whatsoever, and talk about how to answer that question and what the best approach is to actually lose weight and build muscle in those body parts that we're having issues with. All right, let's get right into it. All right, so today we're going to do something that I've not done before, and hopefully I can do this a little more often. We're going to go through an article. So if my eyes aren't completely on the screen the whole time, it's because I'm looking and reading this article along with you guys. So we're going to start off with, before we get into that, very simply, can I spot reduce fat? Can I say, hey, I have fat on my lower back. What muscles can I do to lose the weight on my lower back? The simple answer is no. There is no way to say, I have fat here. What can I do to lose fat here? I have fat in my love handles. What can I do to get rid of my love handles? It doesn't work that way. You don't just start doing hyperextensions or start doing deadlifts or doing tricep push downs to lose this and just start magically losing the fat. Okay? But it's not completely wrong. And it's the fact that the wrong question is being asked. And we're going to go through that right here. So let's look at this article. Why you can't target fat loss to specific body parts. All right, now we're not going to read through this like a bedtime story. We're just going to take a couple little pieces of this that I want to talk about. So just so that it's not just me spewing out nonsense without any type of credibility. And this is just the first one that I got. This is just the best article that I saw in terms of its organization. But if you type in, can you spot reduce fat on Google, you will find thousands of exercises with basically the same type of information. So just go with whichever one you enjoy. So spot reduction is an outdated concept. The general theory is that doing specific exercises will reduce fat in certain specific areas of the body. We already just said that is not true. For example, doing leg lifts will reduce fat around the hips and thighs, or doing ab exercises. This is the biggest one. The ab exercises will lead to flat abs. That is the thing that most people just believe, that doing ab exercises is the key to having your abs show. They don't think about the fact that, oh, I have all this fat around the body. Okay, so here's the meat and potatoes of this exercise. To lose fat, you have to burn more calories than you eat. When you do that, you create a caloric deficit that causes your body to use energy stored in your cells in the form of fat. If we stop right there, that is the most important thing you're going to see. I never say, guys, just do cardio to lose weight, because you might lose weight, but the thing is, we are also focused on losing weight. What we really should be focused on is building muscle. If you were to just focus on building muscle, you would accomplish every single weight loss goal that you want to accomplish. Between doing a good weight training program and eating clean, you will accomplish everything you need. The thing is we're asking the wrong questions. We want to build muscle. We always want to focus on building muscle and using cardio as a secondary source to assist us in keeping our heart healthy and burning some extra calories. Because you have to understand that fat and muscle cannot live simultaneously at the same size in the same part of your body. As muscle grows, fat has to go away. It is that simple. So when you're looking at the scale, that is why they always say muscle weighs more than fat. You will start having the density there and you might not lose quite as much weight, but at the end of the day, no one looks at you and says, whoa, bro, you look like 210. Oh, girl, you look awesome. You look like 125. No one does that. They look at you in your dress. They look at you in your suit. They look at you on the beach, and they look and they see a lean, strong physique. That's what they see. They don't care if you are a woman who weighs 125 or 145. What they're going to see is, is there an overweight woman or is there a fit, healthy looking woman? These are the things they care about. So your results in the mirror and your overall rebody composition is the most important part of this entire process. So the thing is we go into the gym, we generally ask as newbies, I want to lose weight here. How can I lose weight on, let's say, lower back, for instance? Let's say on the gut, I want to see my abs. Let's say that's the question. So what do? We already concluded that you cannot just do tons of ab exercises with nothing else to lose weight. But look at this. When you do compound exercises are squats, deadlifts, bench press. When you do those, there's a reason why they're called compound. It's not just the one chest isolating. It's not just the legs when you do a squat. When you do a leg press, you're isolating those legs. You're pushing really hard on those legs and you're building muscle. Don't get me wrong. But when you do a squat, you're working on your legs. You're working on your stability. You're working on your lower spine. You're working on your core. You're working on your shoulders, your stability. You're working on so many different muscle groups. Is why they call it a compound exercise. Do you not think that you're training your abs when you're holding that bar? Because you have to be at like this angle with your back. You don't want to be just straight up and down. You got to be slightly bent forward to counterbalance your body. How do you think you're holding yourself up like this? It's that core tightening up as you go. How do you think you're going to push up and keep a steady spine the whole time? Your spine doesn't want to hold. They always say don't lift with your back. You don't want to lift with your back. You want to keep that core nice and pressed. You want to be working that core. Yes, you're realistically going to feel it the most in your legs, but there's a reason why your whole body, your heart's going to be pumping, because everything is working. So the point is you can't spot reduce fat, but if you build muscle in these certain body parts that you want to lose while using cardio as a supplementary exercise session, you will build more muscle and by default lose more fat. Compound exercises involve more than one body part. In fact, some of the best compound exercises involve many muscle groups throughout the entire body. Even like this one. Here's another great example. A plank or a push-up. Think about that. How does your spine stay in this flat position? It's your core pulling itself up to the sky, keeping it in alignment. When you see your back bowing, it's not because your back is weak per se. It's realistically probably because you are not actually using your core and keeping it tight. And guess what? Not only are you training your core, you're training your whole body and you're building muscle. And when your heart gets pumping, guess what? It's using extra calories. It's burning fat. Boom, boom, and boom. Okay? It is that simple at the end of the day. And the last part of this article I'm going to read before I just move back into normal screen is reading right here. You'll also burn more calories by involving the targeted muscles of the body, the glutes and the thighs in the lower body, and the chest and back in the upper body. You can even go further and do combination exercises like squats with an overhead press. So what this is basically saying is that if you go to the gym and you just go down the machines, do a few chest presses, do a few little shoulder presses, do a little leg press, you're not going to achieve really anything at the end of the day. If you want to use your entire body, if you want to burn fat and build muscle at the same time, you have to, one, do exercises that are going to push you. The machines can push you, but you have to push. Or you can do, if you're short on time, but you still want to get that awesome burn and burn calories, you can do something like a squat with an overhead press and get the entire body moving. There's a difference between these compound exercises and isolation exercises. And when creating a great program, you kind of incorporate the two together. So if anything, by the end of this video, what I want you to understand is that we don't want to focus on how do I lose fat in a certain spot, because you can't spot reduce fat. You can't target weight loss. The only thing you can target is muscle growth. So going in there and having a good strength training plan and focusing on lifting heavy weights safely with good form and really pushing the intensity is what is going to allow you to build the muscle and to lose the fat at the same time. And then yes, after your weight training session, go do 20 minutes on the stair stepper, do 30 minutes on the treadmill. I don't know exactly what your cardio needs would be. I'm just talking to a camera right now. But depending on what clients we're working with here at the Academy Performance, we will have them do, 4 to 5 times of cardio a week, steady state for 20 to 30 to 35 minutes after their weight training session, or even on their rest day if they want to come do an active rest and get some cardio in. Cardio is a supplement. Cardio is not the main exercise. Cardio should not be the main workout, the main component of your training. If you're doing a HIIT day, maybe you can use the treadmill or the stair stepper, or maybe you can just go use the AstroTurf and do tons of different calisthenic type exercises. But for the majority of what you're going to be doing, you should be in the gym focusing on building muscle, and then when you get home, eating a clean diet. You cannot out train a piss poor diet. That is just fact. I've tried multiple times. It doesn't work. There's tons of articles out there as well that will explain to you that you cannot overeat and expect to still lose weight. They all have to come together in an appropriate fashion to achieve the goals that you are working towards. So anyway, guys, I hope that helped a little bit understand kind of why there is a misconception in that question of how do I lose weight in X, Y, and Z spot, and what you can do to overcome that hurdle and to actually begin to really see some results. And half of it is just the way you think of this stuff. All right, guys, it's always muscle focused. Building that muscle will not only build your strength, give you more confidence because you look good, give your body a whole good recomposition, but it's also great for your bones and your joints and your balance and your overall health to have strong, healthy muscles. Strong muscles do not mean big Arnold Schwarzenegger sized muscles. All right, there's tons of more misconceptions, but I don't want this to be a 2-hour-long video, so we're just going to keep it at that. Thank you all so much. Thank you for joining me for the last 6 months of doing this. We're at about 6 months right now, and it means so much that I have people tuning in. I think we just got to 75 subscribers, and it's not much, but I remember the first couple of videos welcoming my 10 to 12 followers. So I'm very grateful for everyone who is joining me. I'm hoping to try to get to 100 before the end of the year. So we'll see if we can accomplish that goal. But anyway, y'all, if you need any assistance with your health, with your fitness, if you have questions, whatever you need, please reach out to us. There's a link to our website, the Academy Performance. Over there, we do all online custom training. We do pre-built programs. We have a women's only subscription monthly group. We have everything you need to succeed. And there's a plan that fits every single budget. So if you need to reach out, if you have some questions, click on that link below and we will get you set up. Anyway, y'all, thank you so much and have a happy Thanksgiving.